Welcome to Pack and Roam. Today we're going to take a look at the Peak Design Everyday Sling in 10 liters. I actually picked this sling up in Alaska a few weeks ago. I was looking for something with a little bit more space for the flight home. This makes a great travel sling, a great everyday carry sling, especially if you carry a 12.9 inch iPad or up to a 14-inch MacBook Pro. So stick around. I'm going to show you the inside. I'm going to show you the outside. We'll talk features, materials, specs. When we're done with that, I'm going to tell you what I like about the sling and what I don't like about the sling. And if you stick around to the very end, I'll share a few alternative options for you that you may find to be a better fit for you based on your use case scenarios. Hi, I'm Kevin, and this is the Pack and Roam channel where we focus on travel, outdoor, and everyday carry gear. Today, the focus is on slings, specifically the Everyday Sling from Peak Design in 10 liters. Let's dive in. So let's start with specs. This sling comes in 3 different sizes from Peak Design. There's a 3 liter, a 6 liter, and a 10 liter. This is the 10 liter. The weight of the 10 liter empty is about 1.5 pounds. There's some optional dividers in there, which I'll show you when we get onto the inside of the bag. With those installed, it's a hair under 2 pounds empty. So in terms of size, this will fit a 14-inch MacBook Pro. It also rather easily fits my 12.9 inch iPad Pro. So this bag tapers a bit. At the top, which is its widest spot, it's about 16.5 inches wide. At the bottom, it's a little narrower at 13.75 inches wide. The entire thing is about 10.25 inches tall. And then we're 6 inches deep at its widest place. So right here, it's about 6 inches deep. So let's talk colors and materials. There's 3 colors of this available. The sling comes in black, midnight, or ash. This is the ash version. The bag is made of 400D double poly coated DWR impregnated nylon canvas. That's a mouthful. But that's what it's made from, and all 3 colorways are the same material from what I understand. It is 100% post-consumer recycled material, which is also pretty cool. The interior they're advertised as having a high-vis gray liner. You'll see it when you get in there. I guess high-vis as compared to black, but it's not, as high-vis as an orange interior, for instance. The accents on the ash version are leather, so we've got some leather accents here. We've got leather accents on the strap. We've got a little bit of leather accent between the zipper pull material. So those accents are leather on the ash version. I think on the midnight version as well. On the black, however, they're Hypalon. The hardware on this is all either aluminum or glass reinforced nylon. Let's move on to the exterior. We've got 2 pockets accessible from the exterior. We've got the front quick access pocket and the top pocket. The zippers for these, Peak Design refers to these as Ultra Zips, super durable Ultra Zips. They are reverse coil, it looks like, with some type of rubberized material around the outside, almost like a AquaGuard zipper. And it looks like these will prevent moisture from getting into those zippers. They are nice zippers, very smooth, easy to pull, easy to close and open. The pulls are nylon material with some leather accent material in between. These are nice and thick. Gives you something really nice to pull against to open that zipper. The main zipper pulls are a little bit longer, and there's a loop of material at the end, so we've got a little loop of material here that you can tuck these zipper pulls under. That makes it a little bit harder to open if you don't want it to be opened. So if you're wearing this on your back, you got a little bit of theft deterrence if you want to tuck those zippers in. We've also got 6 tie down points here. So we've got these 6 loops of material, 2 here, and then 2 here. This comes with 2 straps that you can use to lash to the outside of the bag. So if you want to carry a tripod, for instance, underneath, you could lash that to the bag. The carry handle on the back is thin, but it's nicely padded. This is a carry handle / roll bag handle pass through if you want to put it on a roll bag. And then we've got the main carry strap, which is very nicely padded, and it has a very soft seatbelt like material. This is a great carry strap. You got some branding on there, Peak Design, little Hypalon loop right here. The stitching, if you can see that on there, we've got stitching, lots of bar tacking. The stitching on this bag is fantastic. If you look at the back of this carry handle, so this is a good place to look right here and see, that is just a massive stitch that goes all the way around in a box, and that handle is not coming off. Excellent construction on this bag. So the carry strap, as I mentioned, is very comfortable. The ends tuck in underneath here, so if you have loose ends right here, they tuck up and under this flap of material. If you stick your hand in there, most of the back feels open. You've got a lot of padding in there too. So that's nice. You don't have loose ends dangling around. So the other part of this strap that's great is this quick adjust feature on there. There is a quick adjust hardware, quick adjust mechanism. And if you can see that right there, you flip this up and you pull and it adjusts very quickly. So that quick adjust works extremely well. And if you're wearing this, maybe you've got it on your back, you've got it real tight, or you want to tighten it up, you know, quick adjust, tighten all the way down. Now it's on my back, it's nice and tight, it's not going anywhere. And if I want to swing it around and access the contents, I pull the handle up, adjust it. That's full length in seconds. I can now wear it by my hip, or I can pull it in front to access the contents easily. The quick adjust on there works excellent. We've also got these two side loops of material. If you see right here, we've got these pass-throughs. I'm sure you could figure out a variety of different ways to use these, but they are in fact designed to accept the Peak Design capture clip. So if you've got a Peak Design capture clip, that fits on there perfectly, and you've got a spot to crank that down and hold your camera on the outside, easily accessible if that's your preference. Moving on to the interior, we've got two pockets on this bag, a front quick access pocket and the main pocket. So this quick access front pocket is rather large. It offers no organization. There's no key lanyard on there. It's just a big dump pocket to put stuff in. And you can see it's pretty sizable. So it does go down almost all the way to the bottom of that bag. And then it also extends up underneath this lip right here. So something I've mentioned before in other sling reviews is the fact that if you do get something up underneath that lip and you unzip this, you can potentially lose something. So if this bag's getting jostled around and you've got small stuff in there, some of that small stuff winds up under here. When you go to unzip, that can fall right out, especially since the front of this flap overlays the bottom of this. So that is good for rain protection. You don't have to worry about rain penetrating because it's going to slide right off. It's not going to get into that zipper, but it's not great for security of your contents. So just something to be wary of, something to be cautious about. Moving on to the main pocket. This pocket is cavernous. You've got a lot of space in this pocket, being a 10-liter sling. It comes with two origami style dividers that you can use to separate camera gear, or I use these even when I don't have camera gear in there to separate the contents a little bit, adds a little bit of organization. These are pretty versatile. You can fold them down in several different configurations. So this would allow for, you know, two cameras, lenses. You could put a camera lens under here, a lens on top, and use the entire vertical space. You can fold it down into what they call pass-through mode, I believe, so that if you want to lay a camera body across here with the lens going down, you can do that. If you don't want these in, you can remove them. You can put them all the way to the sides, and they're pretty versatile, seem extremely durable, and they're handy. The pocket itself is just a big, wide open pocket. So the front and the back are covered with the loop version, the loop side of the Velcro. You can stick these anywhere you want in there. And the laptop sleeve is in the back. So you've got this sleeve right here with a magnetic closure on it. That would be where you put your laptop or your iPad. The only thing to note is that because this is curved like this, to get your square laptop or iPad in and out, it does take some angling and a little bit of finagling, but it's not a big deal. The other feature in here is this front quick access stash pocket. So this has some very stretchy material. You can use it to overstuff anything you need to get at quickly. You can put in this pocket. This is probably my favorite feature of the sling. Right now I've got the two straps in here. These are the ones that connect to the points that I mentioned earlier if you want to cinch things down. So there's two straps that come with it. This pocket has a little bit of organization built in. So you've got some small pockets here, and if you'll notice, there's some color coding in the stitching. So you've got a gray stitching on these two, a black stitching on these two. If you wanted to put camera batteries in here, for instance, you could use that color coding to differentiate between used batteries and fresh batteries. When I'm traveling, I've used this for my AirPods, cables, camera batteries, and anything I want to get at quickly goes in this right here, and I don't have to dig around through the pack, and I can get what I need, my charging cable, batteries, stuff like that. So really great design on that pocket, and as you can see, that's a pretty massive sling. You can get a lot of stuff in there. So that's really it for the bag itself. I don't think I've missed anything on here. So let's talk what I like about this bag. Number one is the material. This nylon canvas, they call it, has a great feel to it. It feels very durable, and I really like the materials throughout, whether it's the leather accents, the seatbelt feel to the carry strap, the nicely padded handle in the back, or the zipper pulls as well. The materials throughout this bag are fantastic. Number two is the padding. So this is nicely padded. You've got padding everywhere. There is not a section of this bag that's not padded. So if you're gonna put sensitive tech or camera gear in here, you can rest assured that stuff's gonna be protected by all the padding available throughout this bag. Number three, I like the fact that the 10 liter is extremely roomy, and you've got a big area to put a lot of stuff if that's what you need. Number four, I like the cinch straps that come with it, with the cinch points. That expands the capabilities of this bag, and you can use it to carry a tripod, heavyweight jacket, whatever you like to cinch to the outside of this. Number five is I like the strap, specifically the quick adjust feature that works extremely well. Number six, and the last thing I'll mention, is that interior mesh pocket that I just got through showing you. That mesh pocket's a great feature. So what don't I like about this bag? That's a little bit tougher, because I will say overall this is a fantastic sling, and as I mentioned, great for travel, great for everyday carry, awesome for camera gear, and really there's nothing that really stands out as a dislike to me. If I had to mention two minor gripes, I will say the shape is a bit wonky with these ears. It doesn't hug your body well when you wear it. However, it's a very large sling, and you'd have to have a very large body for this sling to hug it. And that's the price you pay for carrying a big sling. Two, and another minor gripe, I do wish this strap were easily disconnectable on one side so that I could tuck the whole strap in behind there if I wanted to. So if I were using with this with a roll bag and I wasn't going to use the strap, I would like the option to tuck it in. I think, you know, you can undo these, but then you can't easily redo them if you want to go back into laptop mode or sling mode. So very minor gripe. I don't really see that as being an impediment, and it would definitely not prevent me from buying this, but it would just be a nice option. Okay, let's talk a bit about use case scenarios. Why would you buy this sling? So I bought this sling specifically to have more room on longer flights and something that could hold my 12.9-inch iPad Pro without having to go into my travel bag to get it once I got to my plane seat. So for a longer flight, this works out great for me. I'm able to put everything I need for that flight in there, including my 12.9-inch iPad Pro, while everything else stays in my travel bag. That way I get to my seat, travel bag goes up from the overhead, this goes under the seat in front of me, I'm sitting down in seconds, and efficient loading operations can proceed. So that's why I bought it. You could also use this as an EDC sling or a minimal bag for work if you have to carry a laptop. You know, this is smaller than a backpack but larger than most slings. Basically, if you carry a laptop or an iPad Pro 12.9-inch, you can make a case for purchasing this based on that. So what if you don't have a laptop or a 12.9-inch iPad, but you'd like to have a sling to put your essentials in and maybe a little bit of extra space? A great option is the Everyday Sling 3. Currently, that's my favorite sling. The Everyday Sling 3 is fantastic. Check it out, you can't go wrong. What if you want a little bit more room than the Everyday Sling 3, but maybe a packable option to take with you as an everyday carry when you get to a travel destination? The Bellroy Light Sling is a great option. That comes in 7 liters. It's very lightweight yet durable, extremely well constructed, and has a lot of interior space. So check out the Bellroy Light Sling. What if you want to go the complete opposite route and you just wanted something to get, you know, your wallet and your phone, your AirPods, and maybe a few other essentials out of your pocket, but you don't want to carry a big sling? Well, in that case, I would recommend the Alpaca Modular Sling, which is another one of my favorites right now. The Alpaca modular sling is very versatile. It has a removable strap. You can attach it to a bag or you can carry it as a sling, and it's very minimal, great for everyday carry to get those essential items out of your pockets and ready to grab and go at a moment's notice. So those would be some alternatives. I've done a review on the Everyday Sling 3. I'll put the link above, and I will soon do a review on the Alpaca as well as the Bellroy slings. So stay tuned for those. That wraps it up for the Everyday Sling from Peak Design. I really hope you found that video useful, and if you did, please hit the like button below for me. If you are interested in more outdoor travel and EDC gear content, definitely subscribe to my channel. Thanks. The accents on the ass version. Clip for your camera. That was fucking wonky. Damn it. That's gonna be a hard splice too, because I was talking right through that shit.